Good morning. It's Friday. It's a Friday morning to be specific, and Friday is the best day of the week, of course. So, on my way to the gym as per usual, and today since it's a Friday, it's gonna be Fancy Friday, and it's suit day basically. Dressing up nicely once a week. Okay, so this is a little bit of a special video because this will mark, well, roughly, I've made a few more since I make more videos than I post, but this is basically some thoughts that I've had now that I've made it to 200 videos. Honestly, I never thought I would stick with this video making thing that I started like a few months ago, or a month or two. I don't actually remember how long ago it is now. Could probably check the first video to see when it was, but anywho, so 200 videos, which is pretty cool. And I thought I'd just talk a little bit about what I've learned so far. And the first and foremost thing I've learned about making these videos is that, well, it's kind of encouraging. Like when I first started doing this, I really only started making these videos because I was inspired by a guy named Gary V or something like that. He's fairly famous, as I understand it, but he made a very inspirational video when kind of pitched me the idea that, you know, you don't have to go so much for quality when you're starting out or you're making things. And it's actually kind of funny because I never thought about it that way. It's something that I think a lot about in my work, that, you know, when I write code and so forth, the important part is that the code is maintainable. I've said this so many times. It's more important that the code is easy to change and it's easy to maintain over time, because complexity is usually the thing that breaks a project. It's very rarely performance that is the issue. If you have a performance issue, usually that's a luxury problem. However, that also means that I kind of underestimated how, let's call it easy it was to get started making videos and like actually provide a little bit of I'm actually very surprised that anybody watched at all, because I've never promoted the channel in any way. Like I've never, like maybe to a friend or somebody who's been asking me about it, like I've said that yeah, I make some videos and like blog or vlog or whatever the kids are calling it today, and you know, that's how it started out. And now it's basically a habit. It's more or less a habit that I just really think of a topic that I might have something to say about that is related to, you know, my daily job and life and so forth, and then I, on my way to work, film a short video when I talk a little bit about it. Some of it is very opinionated, some of it is experience, and some of the videos that I make are things that, you know, I would have put in one of my education videos, but now I have this, so hey, why not put it here and try to make things as simple as possible. Because, you know, that's probably the most important thing I realized, is that in the way that I'm making videos today it's so little work for me. Or maybe I should put some more effort into it, I suppose, but since it's not that much work, it's very easy for me to just keep on churning out videos. Now, on the other side of this, I realized that there is a pattern in which I can't really see I can kinda understand why some of the videos that I made got a little bit more popular than others. Like one of the popular ones I have right now, I think it's the most watched one. I mean, these are not big numbers at all. Like, you know, it's like I'm way behind more of the more popular trendy shows or whatever you call them on YouTube. But the one that is more popular is the one where I basically say that I don't think you should choose Angular as your first JavaScript framework. And then there's another one where I kind of think about what I think is going to be the next functional programming language of, you know, that's going to be the most popular functional programming language. And these are trendy topics, if you will. Functional programming in the programming world is a very trendy topic, and Angular is a fairly well established, it's a very popular big framework in the JavaScript community. So these are loaded questions or loaded topics. So if there's something I'm taking away from making these 200 videos, is that if I want to, like, it didn't start out that way. I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't think that anybody would watch, but I've increased my viewers by a few people actually over in these videos, and maybe I should try to experiment a little bit with things that I could do in order to get more people to watch. And my thought is that since it seems that I do actually have an average viewing time of about 3 to 4 minutes, and most of the videos are roughly between 5 up to, say, 15 minutes at most. Maybe my first focus should be to think about, okay, and the view count is roughly, like the average view count is between 1 to 10 views roughly per video that I release. So my thought was that, okay, maybe I should start trying to figure out how I will make, you know, videos that entice people to at least click the video and watch a few minutes, and then if I'm not saying something that makes sense or I'm boring you in somehow, I'll address that when that happens. So the experiment I wanted to try is to start to have a little bit of just add a little bit more overhead process than just, basically, because this is usually what I do. I just videotape things and then I upload it, when I have time. So maybe I should think about things that, maybe make a nice thumbnail, put a little caption on the thumbnail so that, it's more graphically stimulating the image itself. And then I thought I would try to use the tag system a little bit here in YouTube, because YouTube ranks things based on how it can index the information, and since I really only give YouTube the title to go on, I suppose that affects my relevancy in the ranking algorithm. So I thought for the next 100 videos or maybe 50, I don't know, because this adds a little bit more overhead to creating these videos. I'll try it, and on the off chance that anybody actually watches this, if you have watched any of my videos and you have some feedback, please let me know, because it would be great. I mean, I'll take any tips you can give me if you're interested in what I have to say. And I can make these videos more appealing to you, or talk about things that you find more interesting or improve in any way, please do so. I actually did have one person a while back who, the first videos that I made was in profile mode on my phone, which he'll basically it's such a stupid thing, but that gives you kind of an idea how much thought I put into when at least I started into these videos, where the viewer basically said, "Oh, Fredrik, it's great talk. Could you just turn your phone over? Because I don't like watching videos that are in profile mode." I kind of went, "Yeah, sure, I'll turn the phone over," and that was basically it. So yeah, if you have any thoughts or tips, just give me a comment, or I'm on LinkedIn if you want to chat a bit with direct messages or anything like that. And yeah, thanks for watching.